XRP will get an extra $200 trillion on September 12th. This means you need to have 980 XRP by that date. The price of XRP will go through the roof and reach over $79 because of this. Most of the multi-trillion deal is being put into XRP by BlackRock. They are going to add $9 trillion to the XRP system over the next 5 years. This is because more than 1,700 agreements with various institutions and non-disclosure agreements with big businesses, banks, and trusts have been signed. The court agreed to this when the Ripple SE case happened. That's how we understand this. When you learn that $7,172 per XRP has been talked about by several experts, that's when things get crazy. A few days from now, $2 billion will start to add to the XRP record. Yes, more than $200 trillion will be put into XRP in as little as 48 hours, or on September 12th. When $2 billion is added to the record, this will begin to fall apart. All of this is done with real tokens through a big company called RealFi, which is what we'll talk about next. It will be 5 days or 4 days from now until $2 billion worth of real estate hits the XRP record. If you haven't already read it, right now. All of that will happen at the same time as the biggest burn of XRP records. This is taking place because the big real estate company RealFi is using their own coin, which is based on the XRP system. It will happen on September 12th, when RealFi burns more than $558,000 worth of real tokens. The XRP ledger supply will change a lot because 20 million real tokens will be taken out of circulation. This will bring the Phase 1 supply down to just 22 million tokens. This is a big deal for the XRP Ledger Real Coin because I think its price will go up the most it has ever gone up. It's going to happen the same way with XRP since it's all on RPL. Any project made on the XRP ledger lets you see the back straight to the XRP. It's only true for RealFi or Real Token, which are both based on the XRP system. But the real story today isn't just the fire that's going to happen. The $2 billion will also happen through the Real Token on the XRP system. So this must mean a lot of money. At the time, I think it was about 2 cents or 3 cents. You guys were getting the best deal ever, I told you, being able to get that for. In XRP, it's also known as Real. There was a time when this coin was worth 1/100th of a penny. All the links are below. It needs to go up. When it first came out, I told you that it was a big utility-based project backed by a huge company called RealFi. Again, the value doesn't make sense when you talk about trends and everything being possible, so it will actually go up. If there aren't enough goods to go around, the price has to go up. It did happen. It has gone up a lot, from 1/100th of a penny to more than 2 cents. So high now that we have a lot of experts and students because a lot of money is about to flood into the XRP ledger. Some experts think that in about a month, XRP will be worth more than $650. Things have gotten so crazy. Also, some people believe that real tokens will be worth over $65,000 in the next 2 years by 2027. This means that the thing will earn you $100,000 for every $1,000 it costs. It could earn you tens of millions of dollars for every $10,000. Things? We shouldn't be sitting here right now. This is the truth. A big real estate company called RealFi also backs it. I'll put links to their sites in the description below. But things are only going to get worse, right? People are talking about 900 XRP. Why 900 XRP? What's the harm if real tokens hit 650,000, which is about 65,000? We think that XRP will cost around $6,000. What does this mean? XRP will make you a lot of money, but that's just how much. XRP will help a lot of people make a lot of money. It's possible that other people have been able to turn these huge projects into money, like the Utility Bay project and the big institutions built on the XRP system. Yes? With the same amount of money, you can make tens of millions of dollars. $10,000 here and $10,000 there. You can get $60,000, $70,000, or $80,000 from the other one. Once more, it's clear that it's very sure of her. I have XRP too. I bought something on XRP. I got a nice, juicy bag of XRP. Also, I have a big bag full of real tokens. If you want to talk about huge possibility, think about how the real token is the way of the future. But in the end, the $200 trillion will be in the XRP system, not XRP itself. The XRP record has both XRP and real money on it, so everything is going there. Now we'll talk about projects that use utilities, and it's clear that real token is a big project with many uses that was built on the XRP system. It has to do with land, no doubt about it, it's training. There are a lot of those. But some say they can get to this crazy function that lets them buy pennies. When they turned into a penny, it was a big deal. They came around twice, and now we see them 3.5 times. Soon they'll cost $10 or $20. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw them for $6,700. The more they grow and get closer to $200 trillion, the worse it gets. For the XRP system, a score of 100% is the best you can get. That's why this thing got the best score possible. I give it 10/10 for everything. The top 3 spots are safe to keep. Ben has a score of 100%. Also, a score of 100% for KYC. Take a look at this number. There are now 314 wallets, and the number keeps going up. That is, I talked about them yesterday. They had just gone over 3,000. Also, these guys are getting really big really fast. I mean, I just finished that movie and am now starting this one. Once more, the money is pouring in quickly. This project is getting bigger as more people see it. You should also picture what it looks like to sit on unified streams. Just think about when it goes on sale. Every time this is shown, more and more people agree with it. Why is it? Because it helps institutions a lot. It is useful, yes. This project can really make people rich for many years to come because this is the future. Blockchains that link things in the real world are the way of the future. This is where it is. I'll say it again. I'm very hopeful about this. It will be very clear about that. Yes, I am not a financial expert in case you forgot. Things are just being looked up. I'm just giving what I think for myself. As always, I'll leave all the links in the text so you can study on your own, which is what I want you to do. You can learn more about it by hearing this. This seems very important to me. One more thing that makes it unique is that it only works on decentralized markets for now. It will be too late once it's on a single exchange. Instead of buying high and selling low, you should buy low and sell high. For people who bought after the centralized market went live, this is what we talk about on the tool called CryptoTube. Now is the best time to buy if you can find a good deal. It's possible to make a lot of money if you can buy low and then sell when the price goes up. The market is listed on a central exchange. It is clear that once a new project hits a major market, its price goes through the roof, no matter how small it is. That's why starting early is best. Now is the best time to find out about XRP and the projects that use it. When Ripple's value dropped, the company's CEO went public. XRP and how it could be linked to the World Bank were talked about. Imagine that XRP had something to do with the World Bank. The President of the United States has a brother named Donald Trump and an uncle named Eric Trump.